Also development of IT parks, electronic manufacturing cluster, infrastructure development for SWAN, state data center, Pariche, e-office and Aadhaar. Center of Excellence has been created in MPSCDC to provide IT services to other government departments in Madhya Pradesh. At Center of Excellence, our sole purpose is to remove the obstacles our departments face every day in their digital transformation journey. Our mission is to help government departments achieve their objectives by providing innovative, best-in-class consulting, IT solution and services, and to make it a success for all stakeholders who work with us. MPSCDC is also committed to generate IT businesses for the public-private sector with a mandate from the government to develop IT in the state. This includes opportunities for software development, supply hardware, networking, web application, e-commerce, IT training, and entire gamut of direct and indirect IT businesses. We intend to capitalize on this development and promote investment across Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh State Data Center is set up to help the department organization rendering IT-related services by maximizing IT performance through reliable hosting, managing IT risk, and providing continuous connectivity support. SDC's state-of-the-art hosting environment, along with the breadth of functionality and depth of expertise, provides secure, reliable, and efficient delivery of G2G, G2C, and G2B delivery services, hereby improving end-user satisfaction. Madhya Pradesh has become the very first state in the country to roll out the SD-WAN, software-defined wide area networking services in SWAN. It will simplify the IT operations with automated provisioning, unified policies, and streamlined management to help ensure rapid updates and resolutions and provide advanced network functionality, reliability, and security. Single Citizen Database is a social registry device for the state of Madhya Pradesh. It helps to identify and target social welfare program to families in need of support. It is based on Samagri database that was envisioned in the year 2013-14, aimed at collecting information on families and its members, including their socio-economic status, demographic characteristic, and other relevant data, in order to determine their eligibility for social assistance. This workshop is a step towards building a future-ready state administration. Across department, there is a growing appetite for innovation. AI empowers us to deliver public service that are faster, smarter, and more inclusive while reducing administrative burden. This workshop is to catalyze a shared vision among departments, industry leaders, and technology partners on how AI can be embedded into the fabric of governance in Madhya Pradesh. I am also pleased to announce that MPSCDC will launch a nationwide hackathon on AI in June 2025, and themes will be around AI for governance, AI for education, and AI for agriculture. In conclusion, AI is not just a tool, it is an opportunity to redefine governance, to reach the unreached, and to deliver services with speed, scale, and sensitivity. As MD of MPSCDC, I reaffirm our commitment to making Madhya Pradesh a leader in AI-enabled governance, one that is smart, inclusive, and prepared for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful welcome remark. And it is truly said by you that MP is becoming #1 in every sector. In AI also, it will lead. Would like to request Shri Sanjay Dubey, sir, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Science and Technology. With all due respect, would like to welcome you all on the podium to express your views on emerging technologies at Madhya Pradesh. Let us have a huge round of applause. With all the legacy of impactful roles, he combines innovation and citizen-centric governance, notably founding the Indore Society for Organ Donation to advance public awareness and social impact. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. A very hearty good morning and welcome to each one of you. Respected august gathering on the dais and off the dais. It's a privilege to host you all here on this two-day conference of AI-enabled services. Not only AI, but also the applications in drone technology, in Aadhaar, in UIDI, and the initiatives of NEGD. It also has a significance today because we are celebrating Devi Ahilya Bai's 300th birth centenary, and she comes from Madhya Pradesh, she comes from Indore, and she is considered to be one of those stalwart administrators who could foresee the challenges in the administration. We have all seen how she has transformed at that point of time the administrative capabilities governing from center of Madhya Pradesh, a small place called Maheshwar, and having her footprints imprinted almost at every location, right from Kedarnath, Badrinath to Rameshwaram. That shows how an able administration can leave the mark, indelible mark on the administrative capabilities to make sure that every citizen gets benefited. Today, it has a significance because we are also gathered here to see as to how we are trying to capitalize on the new capabilities that have thrown open by the new advancements in AI technology, blockchain technology, in drone technology, in various other fields. Before taking over in this department, I was also feeling that yes, and it's just about few months that I have taken over in this department, we were intrigued as to what is being done in Madhya Pradesh, and to tell you that we only had one policy which said ITS policy, because we had that impression that everything encompassing anything and everything which is being done with the computers means an IT. Today that paradigm shift has happened, and we had risen up to the occasion and said that no more there could be only one policy trying to attract investment, trying to make the developments into the field, but we have to work in a different, altogether different mechanism whereby we address the requirements of specific verticals that have got created in it. And that's how we have come out very soon with the 4 different policies in addition to ITS policy, which has GCC policy to attract Global Capabilities Center. We also have now drone enabled service and drone manufacturing policy, which encourages the applications of drone into various fields, including the manufacturing of it. We have AVGC policy, which is audio, visual, gaming, cartooning, and extended reality. We also have semiconductor policy because we want to capitalize on the opportunities that are thrown open now with the help of a lot of companies showing interest in Madhya Pradesh. So having this is a kind of an indication that we have given to the industry that we are open for any changes that we need to do to encourage the industrial development, to increase the investment in Madhya Pradesh, and to encourage the opportunities that lie ahead because of the new developments that are shaping up. There are only 2 industries that I see are the sunrise industry. One is renewable energy, which I was fortunate to work in for about 3.5 years in energy and renewable energy sector, and I'm fortunate to be in IT department, and I feel that that is also another sunrise sector because these 2 sectors show a promise for a future if we have to progress in a more advanced way, in a way in which we can respond to the requirements or expectations from the citizens of Madhya Pradesh. What has happened over the period of time is that the policies itself will not be suffice, because policy is only an intention, but it is not the intention, but the actual action which determines how the state is going to reform and perform. So what we have thought in MP-SEDC, and I must compliment my team because there are very few states which can offer that we have in-house capabilities of doing all kinds of work. And to just give you an example of the capabilities that we have developed, we are probably the only state in the whole world, the only place in the whole world which allows 24/7 registration of our documents without ever physically visiting any government office. No other country, no other state has this capability whereby you allow this. And this has been possible because now we are using and capitalizing on AI capabilities of Aadhaar. We are probably the state, there are few more states, but amongst those leader states who have actually used face recognition of Aadhaar using AI for marking the attendance of our government officers. It is not made mandatory as of now because we want to do it silently, but we are marking the attendance of the individuals and seeing as to how much, at what time they are entering into our office premises, when are they leaving. And soon we are going to have a Digi Yatra kind of a entrance gate system, also with more than 34 cameras installed at different locations to see as to what our employees are doing. Are they actually enjoying the sun in the winter months or the shade in the summer months rather than sitting on their locations and doing the work. So there are multiple applications that we are looking at. I don't want to dwell on each of them. We also have a situation where we have a cyber tehsil where you don't have to go anywhere. And I just give you an example. The day you purchase or sell a property, if supposedly you are a purchaser, what do you need? You need a document to be done that is there on the system. You need the valuation of a property to pay the stamp tax, that is also GIS location identified, calculation of the valuation of the property, which gives you how much stamp duty you need to pay. You don't have to visit any office. You have 50 odd different types of deeds, both in Hindi and English, which you can select a template, fill in your details, and your deed is ready. You know how much is to be paid. You make online payment of stamp duty. You get a schedule as per your convenience, booked online. You get a confirmation. Once you get a confirmation, you do the registration with the face recognition application of Aadhaar, while the two different individual seller and buyer could be at different locations. One could be in Washington, another one could be in Hong Kong. And you do the verification with the help of Aadhaar authentication. Once you have done that, the moment you press submit, you have a deed on your WhatsApp and email that you have pre-filled into your form. Where else do you have to do that? Where do you have to go? And to tell you the truth, we are now registering about 10,000 daily, 10,000 registration, and this is the only process in Madhya Pradesh for registration. There is no other parallel system that we are doing. 10,000 registration per day is the level that we have reached in just 5 months since it has got launched. But we are soon going to increase the capabilities even beyond this. Now, this is not the end of the story. After that, what you need to do is get your name mutated into your records. So the moment the registration of document is submitted, the document moves to the concerned public utility service provider, which is whether a municipal corporation or a panchayat. It gets embedded there, and the mutation application gets generated on its own, goes to the tehsildar or a municipal corporation officer who is responsible for doing this mutation, and within a month's time, this mutation already gets into if the order is passed by the officer, perfectly fine. If it is not, it is deemed passed, and the records of rights which are there in the rural area as well as in urban area gets updated, and you get a copy of the updated record of rights back into your WhatsApp and email. You don't have to visit any of the government office. Next time, the next year, the property tax doesn't go to the person who has sold this property off, but it comes to your inbox because you have now become the owner. Again, it is seamlessly integrated. So you have a GIS which is integrated, which gives you information. You have an IT backup which is there. You have multiple departments who are doing it. And the best part is, you also have a search operation, because when you purchase a property, you want to know whether it is disputed or not. That linkage is also provided in this, so you can click onto a property and you could know that if there are any litigations pending in any of the courts in Madhya Pradesh or otherwise also, even up to the Supreme Court. So that is a kind of leverage that the technology has given. Now, when we come to application of AI, why it is important and why we are talking. First of all, since the officers are here, the basic principle of AI, where the AI could be the best use case, is whatever you can do in 1 second without any assistance is where the application of AI would be. Imagine, when you come across a person, you see that person's face and you immediately recognize that he or she is such and such individual. Now, here is the application of AI, because your mind has responded within a second's time, and here the application would be. So this is a test case. If somebody is doubting whether it will be there or not, the application of AI would happen or not. If there is a case in which your mind can decide, why the AI is applicable in driverless car? Again, when you are driving, your mind is recognizing the multiple directions the traffic is moving. Now here the application comes in. So wherever the vision is there, wherever your mind can decide within a second of doing an action, that is a point where the AI can deliberately and definitely would happen. Now, if we then try that, yes, we would like to have a network of people doing it, yes, there are cases in which we will do it, but these are the low-hanging fruits. These are the places where, so if you have any doubt whether this functionality of AI would be possible in your application, first have this check. If that is a check which gives you an answer as yes, this could be a possible application of AI, and that we all have to keep in mind if we have to make an application of AI. So even if you are not an expert of AI, you don't know anything about it, just have this check, and if the answer is yes, you can certainly be sure of that, yes, this is a possibility of having an AI application into it. Now, this is not enough, and I can keep on dwelling on different aspects of AI, but the chances and the possibility of AI application is not from the purpose of that we want to be seen as somebody who is embracing AI. But as a government officers here, it is important for all of us to understand that the basic purpose of we being in the government is to improve the governance and to provide the services to the citizen. So is there any way in which we can do it? So rather than doing something which is routine and rudimentary and the person visiting your office and requesting you for certain things, AI gives you an opportunity to be proactive rather than being a reactive. So think about the applications where you can actually provide that information, give that kind of a service on a proactive basis rather than the person coming and visiting your office and asking for a particular services to be given or granted to them. So the second test that I would like to do is when you are thinking of making an AI application, can you change from a reactive governance to a proactive governance? If the answer is yes, you must embrace AI. That would be the second test that we should be doing. The third and the foremost important is that are you getting an opportunity of changing the processes? Because unless you do the process re-engineering, just like what we used to earlier do, the ledgers getting converted into computerized ledgers, it doesn't bring in any efficiency. So the third check that we all have to understand is whether and are we going to have a process re-engineering so that there is a minimal time difference and between what the person has expected versus what we have been able to give them. So if these three checks are going to be yes, you have a very, very clear-cut case of application of AI. And today, it's not only the government departments from various government agencies, including from Government of India. I have luminaries like Mr. Amod, Mr. Saurabh, who have been dealing into this area for multiple reasons and into different positions. But we also have industry leaders coming from AWS, from Google, from Meta, just to see as to what they are doing with our government and also other than the government, other state governments, and even in the private sector. So the idea of having this conference is, sorry for being little time consuming, but the idea of this conference or a workshop is how can we see and leverage this opportunity of application of AI into your day-to-day functioning in the government. If you are able to take advantage, one use case, one case study can motivate you to have an application doing in your own department, I think the workshop would be a success. So the idea behind this is that all of you who are representing different parts of the government, different functions of the government,